everybody. How you guys doing? John Sanders here once again with Limitless Hoops. We got Connor Rush in the comment section. Spreewell is so dumb for not taking the 3-year, $21 million deal. I was actually thinking about that. So now our trivia question will be about Spreewell today. All right, that might have been the question. But about his deal in the end. When I was growing up, it was like, the NBA was like the tough man sport, right? And like hockey, same way, right? It's like basically like when they fought, everyone just moved out the way. Go ahead and fight it out, guys, right? All right. So like only a certain type of player could even make the NBA. No matter how talented you were, you wouldn't be able to make the NBA. So some people say like LeBron James is like that. Well, I think some people who are like that are Kyrie Irving and Kevin Durant, as great as they are. Not because of anything bad though. Like you guys think LeBron probably just because you hate him, but or because of like X, Y, and Z. I think it because of something that's very, very fair, and I think it's because of their mental strength. All right, or not even strength, just how they were born. All right, everyone's mental strength is different, and like Kevin Love talked about it, like he gets depression and stuff like that. All right, because we've been so kind to people who have been differently mentally. I don't want to say weak because it's not weak because it's just how they were born, right? But we can call it weak because some people are skinny, some people are strong, right? So some people are skinny and strong up here as well. Where if their parent dies, let's say that their parent died right in front of them, right? That would be horrible, right? That could like traumatize anyone, and you would never judge anyone for that. But some people in this world, they wouldn't be traumatized for that. It's kind of weird. Like their minds are that capable and like strong, I guess, or like they're that removed, and it's just different, right? So because we've been like that over all these like decades, the NBA has actually improved skill wise. It's gotten weaker, like tough wise. If fans call you out of your name, now Kevin Durant's going to say something to you because he's sensitive like that. But if we're just not allowing certain people into the NBA, now you just get what we had in the 60s and 70s and 80s, where you get like people who were like firemen in their spare time in the 60s, and they were in the NBA. All these guys who couldn't even dribble, right? Because, the NBA was just for tough guys, right? And that's not what we want either, because people like the skill, all right? So I say all that to say, if Spreewell didn't want to do the extra 3 years, it's probably for a very good reason, and it's probably to preserve his mental health. All right, and we really should look after each other because, look, I eat Flamin' Hot Cheetos every single day, and I'm still skinny. Other people can't do that. I was born with certain genetics, right? And some people can't put their mind through more than so much stuff. So I thought it was kind of weird that the guy said that he was dumb to pass up that deal when obviously $21 million didn't mean his life. Maybe he would have killed himself. Maybe he would have killed somebody. All right? And it was a little too much for him at that time. And I don't think he regrets it. That was why I said that. Anyways, let's begin the show. And we have, again, the Latrell Sprewell trivia set sometime throughout this hour. So heads up, or throughout the 30 minutes that we have this show. And let's begin with the quote of the day. All right. Quote of the day is to fear not, live in the now. All right, fear not, live in the now. I know for a fact I rarely live in the now. All right, I'm always planning for the future. Like I'm always planning. Like I have stuff that I'm not supposed to. I'm not even like gonna show or talk about until like probably like March, and I'm working on that right now, and it's June. All right, there was probably other reasons, but he said he declined the deal because it wasn't enough to feed his family. Oh, I remember he said that. I do remember he said that. Maybe he was just mad because other people were getting paid more. I remember him saying it's not enough to feed my family. Yeah, maybe his family just eats really, really expensive food. No. So, fear not, live in the now. I'm always living in the future, right? But I do that so that like during the summertime, let's say, I can actually like live in the moment because when we go on all those trips, man, I just know things are taken care of because I took care of them 8 months before. And I know everything down to the wire is taken care of. I don't have time to be fumbling around because I'm looking after the kids. I'm coaching games. I'm doing all this other stuff. I'm getting like the rental cars, all that stuff. So when I go to the rental car company, I don't know. I just walk up there and go, my name's John. Sanders. And they go, okay, we have a card. I'm like, you do? And it's because I took care of it months before, and I just forgot. I just don't even know. So I get to live in the now because I take care of my past. And I would suggest that for you guys too. All right, if you make your now about your future, you don't have to worry about your future. All right, because you'll be working out for then, and you'll be getting stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. So after a while, you get to just like focus on the now. And especially if you're doing the game, like in a game situation, you don't want to be thinking about what you're gonna do after the game. Like what we said earlier this week, you don't want to be thinking, what if I lose or whatever, right? So you want to be thinking about the now. Like right now is important. So for a game where we have like 80 to 100 possessions, what's up, Ren Marchetti? Every single play counts, but if you're thinking about like the end, like you're just pacing yourself to the end, pacing yourself, then that means that you're not focused on the now. And when you get a turnover at the 3-minute mark in the first quarter, you just lost the game. I mean, basically, if it was a preventable turnover, you might have just lost the entire game, because what if you lose by 1? Then that turnover was everything. So I don't want to stress you out, of course, but like every single play needs to matter. So you shoot the shot, you go for the rebound. You have to put in your absolute all into every single possession. And then in the end, you're like, nah, that was just bound to happen. I took care of that possession. I just happened to mess up. Like I really, really cared, and there was nothing else I could have done. And then everything's taken care of. All right? If you don't make any flipping plays then like that, then you're good. Now, last night the Utah Jazz beat the Clippers, but they both made 2 stupid plays like in a row. It was weird, where Joe Ingles comes down the court and like they're on a roll, kind of coming back, because the Clippers were ahead, then they weren't. Then it was like tied. Then Joe Ingles comes down the court. He just dribbles down. He's the only person dribbling for the entire length of the court, and everyone's talking who they're guarding. And then no one picked up Joe Ingles. And he just stands there. He's like, what? And he just pulls up for a wide open 3 without anyone within 10 feet of him and just drills it. But then later on, when the Utah Jazz probably had it made, then the Clippers came down on the court. And I forget who that was. But he comes down the court and just goes coast to coast. I think it was on Reggie Jackson, and just scores a layup. Or I think he dunked it too. All right? And it was like, what? Like, that is not the time to have a brain fart. If all 5 of you guys guarded that one guy, would have been better. All right, someone has to pick up the ball. So like, you want to be focused on the here and now, so you guys can take care of business. All right, let's move on. We have our elementary drills. All right, make sure that you guys are again doing these for at least 5 minutes a day, if not 10. All right, and you should be doing them as hard as you possibly can. If you can only go 10 hard minutes, then only do that. All right, you guys can film it. You guys can speed it up like you've been speeding it up. I've noticed that. So great job with that. Because then the video is like a minute long. It's all good. All right, but it's pick and roll, retreat to pass. Let's check that one out real quick. Pick and roll, retreat to pass. We have it right here. All right, and we have, who's going to be showing us? Probably Calvin right here. Oh no, Dylan first. So he comes off the screen, and then boom. Right when he comes off the screen, they're gonna double team him hard, right? With the guy that was guarding him and the guy that was guarding big Aiden right here. All right, and they're gonna double team him, so you have to get away. You can't make the pass, especially if you're as small as this guy. You can't make the pass from right here because there's 2 guys guarding you. You have to retreat, and then as this guy rolls, you can retreat to pass if you happen to be taller. All right, if you happen to be smaller, you should retreat to beat. But here's the retreat to pass. Off of the retreat, jumping backwards, overhead pass. It's a tough one. Let's see how Dylan does. Rewind that. I think he could definitely retreat a lot faster than that. I don't know why that paused. It's okay, but just know it didn't go too hard. All right, the part that you need to watch is right here though. Can he go back faster? Can he jump sooner? Can he throw it harder? All right, next one. We have jump stop to corner option. That's when you're dribbling and you dribble from the half court line. Also, why did Bruce Bowen take the final shot for the Nets? He was too brave, man. All right. So for the jump stop to corner option, you start from half court. You sprint into the elbow, and you land with the jump stop in passing position, and then you either pass the ball to the person who who is in the corner for the jump shot, or you lower the ball to your knee and then they can go back door. That's that option. Next one is jab to 3-option jumper. Again, you can watch the screen. Jab to 3-option jumper. Let's check it out. So if they jab and they back off, he's gonna shoot it. If they jab and they stay, he's gonna go. If they jab and they go for the fake, then you're gonna cross over. Let's see what Finley has right here. Jab, she stayed. Oops, Finley messed up. All right, it should have been jab and then not pull back. Jab and stay and then go. She pulls back. Let's see what Sophia does. Jab, there you go. He stayed and then she went. Let's see what he does. Jab, and he moved his leg, so he should be going to the right. All right. Boom. 1, 2. Let's see what he does. Jab. It looks like she's staying, so he should jab and then go. She actually jumped it. All right. Let's see. Jab. And this looks like she's going to stay, so Finley should just go. Oh, it backed up. Kind of slow. Let's see what he has. Jab. He's backing up, so she should stick her foot there, not move it, and just shoot. She moved her foot again. All right, so it's a fun game to play, and basically this makes you a smart player. All right, the retreat and pass that we talked about earlier, that's like Luka Doncic, where you're a very capable player. If you can do this stuff where you have the 3 options, you're a very smart player. All right, for this next one, this makes you wait, I don't think that we're on the next one yet. Let me see. Where are we now? Okay, after. Nope, not that one. Wrong one. We are on the retreat to pass. Nope. We are on shots to box out. Make sure that when you shoot the ball, you box out. And then we're going to rotate like that. It's just for shooting to make sure that we box out. Make sure that you go down and toward the ball instead of away. All right. And then we also have Lana's moves. And Lana's moves are the ones that I wanted to talk about. All right. Let me see this. There we go. All right. My camera wasn't working for a second. Where's this camera? That's all right. I'll turn them both on this one right here. All right. So next one is Lana's moves. So if you have Lana's moves, it's a series of low post moves, and this will. If the first one made you a capable player and the second one made you a smart player, Lana's moves makes you a complete player. All right, so let's take a look at those real quick. And we have Dennis doing them right there. So you're gonna jab to shoot, jab to pro hop middle, then jab, fake the pro hop, spin baseline for a shot. And then jab, fake the pro hop, spin to the baseline, and then up and under. All right, those are the 4 moves. Again, if you can do those moves, you're like Joel Embiid. All right, and he's a very, very dominant player because he's like Akeem Olajuwon, and where he's like pretty darn fundamental. It's crazy. All right, so next, we have homework. And again, this is the homework that I've been watching you guys do. I am watching the videos. You may not be getting enough views or whatever, but know that you're doing this for yourself, all right? You're doing this to make yourself better, and we're going to hold you accountable to it, so great job with that. When you're in the NBA, years from now, how dope would it be? I know that, like, Finn has, I think he has his videos blocked for some reason because he's shy. I don't know. All right? But imagine if you make D1 or in the NBA and you have all these videos just stockpiled. I mean, would you guys like watch Steph Curry growing up on YouTube if you could? Or like watch Michael Jordan videos all day? Or like Blake Bastani says he watches Luka videos all day, right? Imagine if someone was watching that of you, or even like your kids watching that out of you. You guys are saving all this stuff. It's for a cool reason, okay? Nathan Burdett, what's up, Nathan? All right, so what do we have, John? Why do we shoot on the first step on a spin move? Oh, because if you spin and you go 1-2 step, that takes longer, and you want to shoot quickly. All right, and when you take longer, more people are allowed to help out. Now, for the positives, when you take 1-2 step, off of that spin, you are more unbalanced. You you have options, like you could pump fake, other things like that, right? You don't have to make a decision right away. All right. So how many times do I have to say why my videos are private so I don't get copyrighted? Why? Do you have like music or something? Or because you're doing the moves so well that it's copying off of like Michael Jordan. Which one is it? I think it's now you're talking about the second one. In which case you're full of crap. All right, but that is why we shoot off 1 foot off of the spin move. What else was there? The Bruce Bowen thing. He was crazy. You got to give the man. I noticed that possession. He didn't give the ball to Kevin Durant twice. Kyrie took it one time. I mean, Kevin Durant was on fire. He didn't touch the ball the last 3 plays. That's like a crime. You have music in the background. Maybe you can just not have music, or you can put. You don't have an iPhone, but you can put the videos. And you can just mute the videos. Duh. All right. Anyways, but yeah, iPhones do that. I don't know if Android has all that, but yeah. So if you guys are posting your videos, fantastic job, you guys. But let me see. The next thing is it's Joel Embiid coming back. All right. They say, how is Joel Embiid doing this? Man, he obviously wants it. He wants it so badly. I'm pretty sure if Ben Simmons was this hurt, he would not be playing. Ben Simmons is not that guy. But Joel Embiid, he is that guy, and he truly wants this. And he's fashioning his game so he doesn't re-injure it, I guess. I don't know what he's doing, man. But he's taking care of business, and I hope he doesn't get re-injured. I mean, and I also hope that James Harden comes back, because if the Nets win, I just want them to win with James Harden. That's the one guy I want to win. All right? But, yeah. The video gets taken down, and I can't post for a few days after the day. Yeah, so mute it, dude. All right, anyways. So Joel Embiid wants it, and I give him major props for that. Anyway, we're going to finish up right when we come back from the ad break. Talk to you guys later. Peace.
In the mood for brunch? Well, set your alarm and visit Snooze. Known for their brilliantly boozy morning cocktails, a wide array of Benedicts, and creatively delicious pancake flights, this now national AM eatery started in the Ballpark neighborhood in Denver, Colorado. Their mantra at Snooze, it only takes a moment to make a difference. Sweet, savory, or combo of the two, satisfy your taste buds and chill out in the eclectic and energetic atmo that is Snooze the next time you're in the mood for brunch.
All right, let's talk through this one real quick, and then I'm going to actually go out of order very fast. All right, we have bank shots. This is what the middle school people should be doing from 5th through 8th grade. All right, bank shots, make sure that when you shoot a bank shot, you shoot it with arc. It should be on its way down when it hits the backboard. All right, so it doesn't have too much thrust. 0, 1, 2, 4 touch middle. All right, this is the game in which we shoot jumpers from the elbow, and if we miss it, we get 1 point. If you make it, you get 2 points. If you shoot a 3-pointer, you get 4 points if you make it, 0 points if you miss, so you're always gambling. Touch the middle every single time. First to 50 or so wins. Heads, tails, we're in the middle of the court like this, and then someone says heads, our tails, and then we either run this way or we chase the person, and if they tag us, then they win. If we can tag them, then we win the point, and then you repeat it, and it's all about reaction timing. All right. Chair dips. If you're on a chair, you go like this, but you want your legs out straight or your legs in the air. If you're that strong, it's to make your triceps stronger so that you can shoot further. And then knee jumps, jumping from your knees, and then landing, and it helps your hops basically. All right, let's move on. We got our movie for the day. Is the 11th grade movie. The 11th grade movie is Jerry Maguire. All right, so I bring this one up because, one, it's a great movie. It's like a love story kind of, but it does have a lot of sports parts. This guy right here, he's an agent. All right, this is Tom Cruise. He's an agent, and this is Rod Tidwell, the black dude right there, Cuba Gooding Jr. All right, and basically this agent realizes that all agents are grimy, and he's like, dude, I don't want to be like this anymore. So he goes, we need to change. It's not about the money. It's about the love and blah blah blah, right? And basically he gets fired. And then all his clients drop him. He's like the biggest agent in the whole world, and he just quits because he had integrity. And they fired him, and he's trying to get all his clients back, but they keep getting taken up. He calls this guy up and goes, "Will you stay with me?" He goes, "What?" He's like, "You need to show me the money, baby. Show me the money." He's like screaming, and so he makes the guy screaming and stuff like that. But he talks to him so long that the guy loses all his other agents. He loses all his other clients, and basically Rod Tidwell becomes his only client. And the lady who ends up falling in love with him, of course, is his secretary at the time, and she leaves with him. So both of these people leave the agency with this guy, and they go off on their own to try to do it the right way. But it's a great story. It's fun, but it reminds me of my agent story. So when you come out of college, you need an agent because you don't have any connections, right? So I get this agent, and he does not find me a job, but he made me a contract at one point in time. I found my job through a friend. A friend's friend found me like a tryout to go to, and then like got me into like Japan, and I had to like work for my way out there. I was passing out my resumes to like Korea, to this Taiwanese team that we played, to Australia that we played. I played my butt off. I got into Taiwan, and then before that I got into Lithuania because my coach knew Šarūnas Marciulionis, who played for the Golden State Warriors. All this stuff, right? I did it by myself, but each time, for my first 3 years, I was giving my agent 10% cut because it was my agent. So after that, I was like, "Hey, thank you so much for your help." He made my contract at least, right? He wrote that up. He could have just like copy and pasted it, but still, I was like, "I don't want an agent anymore. Is that cool? I'm sorry." And he's like, "Oh, I understand. Don't worry about it, because I've been finding my own jobs." And he's like, "Yeah, we're good." And then after that, maybe like 3 weeks later, I didn't sign with the team yet in Taiwan, but they put on the internet that I did. So this agent guy calls me up, or he writes me or something like that. And he calls me up and he goes, "Hey," oh no, I'm sorry. He wrote me an email. He goes, "Hey, I see that you signed. Congratulations. Well, I just wanted to tell you that, sorry I didn't tell you this before, but to get rid of an agent, you have to write him an email. It can't be by phone. It has to be in writing. So I'm still your agent, so you owe me 10%, which was like $7,000. And I was like, "What?" So I wrote him back, and I was like, "Hey, I understand that it's just a business, and what you're doing is a business, but I hope that you understand my business, and I haven't really signed with anyone yet. I'm sorry." I was like, "So I guess this is me firing you. I don't know why they posted that, but this is me firing you." I was like, "But if you need some extra money for you and your family, and that's why you're being so shady, I can throw you $500. Let me know." He never wrote me back, and the end of that story is that guy is Jeff Fryer, who went to LMU, and he played with Hank Gathers. But he also went to high school with Blake Bastani's dad, and they played basketball together. So yes, that's the shady story, but Blake Bastani's dad is not like that. Anyways, that's my story about agents. Be careful what you do. You can always just take care of your own stuff. Only get an agent if they really have you a job. Be like, "If you give me a job, you're my agent," basically. Tell everyone that. All right? Make sure that they show you the money. All right. Anyways, let's move on. We got, I think it's pretty close to trivia time, but let's listen to one story real quick. Story time. Timing, perseverance, and 10 years of trying really hard will eventually make you look like an overnight success. You're right. The whole life just ties together, right? It's ridiculous. So timing, perseverance, and 10 years of trying really, really hard. So it's supposed to be like a funny quote, because you think that like it just takes like the right timing, or like you just time. All right, we got some trivia time coming up here soon, but yeah. So make sure that you guys put in your 10 hours, put in your 10 years, sorry, and don't just take time for granted, basically. Okay. All right, for trivia time again, we have the Latrell Sprewell story, and he was crazy and all that stuff. One bit of trivia for you to tell your friends, maybe if you want to, especially for you guys over there in the Bay Area. The college that I went to is St. Mary's in California. It's in Moraga, California. All right, we have a big gym and we have a small gym, the auxiliary gym. The auxiliary gym used to host practices for the Golden State Warriors, because that used to be like our main gym back in the day. That gym is actually the location that Latrell Sprewell choked out the coach. How crazy is that? It all ties together. I'm not kidding, man. So Latrell Sprewell choked out his coach and then left and then took a shower, then came back and punched him. All right, all the same thing. It's ridiculous, right? At my school, same area. So that's a trivia question that you guys can use for someone else. But our trivia question is this. Ready? You can Google it. You can do whatever you want. Someone beat homie. Okay. All right. Someone beat Finn Kaufman. He's up 6-2-0-0-0. All right. Latrell Sprewell. And you can round down, how many points per game did he average for his career? The guy said it like 3 times in the video. I just thought it was a random question. All right. Let me know. You are just too far down to be seen. Yes, you need to get a point, Nathan. PJ Carlissimo. No. How many points per game? How many points per game did he average? 18. Oh, you guessed again, but your first guess was right. He averaged 18 points per game, and Connor Rush wins. All right, so we're glad someone else is on the list. Finn Kaufman got it too. Blake kind of guessed around it. But yeah, the first one that I saw was Connor. Congratulations, Connor. All right, so we are up, and you guys are trying to catch Finn Kaufman. Great job. And let's see where I am now in this. Oh, I do have one thing to show you. 18.3. It is actually 18.3, but I said to round down. All right. Let's go with one thing before we end. All right. So I talked to you guys about the movie of the day. In this book, it gives you guys movies to watch every single month. It gives you guys like homework challenges for the month. Homework challenges for each day, though, are within the actual pages. It tells you the workouts to do for that day, and it's also the stuff that we talk about here. It's our, but it also gives you a daily challenge, and the daily challenges are different for every single grade level. For 11th grade, it would be the 10-minute drill. And I did forget to mention the high school stuff for the day. High school is numbered scissor shots, pick and roll slip, 2-ball dribbling, under the chair dribbles, curl jumper series, 1-on-1 high post flash. All right. But for today, I wanted to show you these right here. All right. This is the 10-minute drill right here. All right, the 10-minute drill consists of speed ladder, jump rope. You do each one for 40 seconds, 10 minutes total. So you can do 40 seconds and then 5-second rest. You can put a timer on it, whatever. You do speed ladder series, which is typewriter, scissors, shuffle. Jump rope series, which is regular alternating scissors, or you can show off. Spin series, and all these things. There's 15 drills. And when we first started doing these, I created it because any good college player would know how to do all these. Anyone who sucks at these isn't a college player. So I figured, why not just learn these things? And these are a great list of things to do, but you can show off. And if you showed that you could do these extremely well, just these 15 things to a college coach, they would take a look at you, period, right? If you could do them extremely well. Then they would have to wonder, can you rebound, some other things, right? But this is huge, all right? But when we first started doing it, the first few people, they threw up doing it. It's a lot to do, and it takes about 15 minutes total to do, all right? But let's take a look at one guy doing it real quick. So this is Devin Cadlick doing the 10-minute drill. So you start with the jumps, like that. Then let's see where he's going next. I'm gonna fast forward so it doesn't go too slow. All right. Then he's doing, what is he doing in between the leg series? Yep. Back between the legs, step back, and then he's gonna do the same exact one, and then he's gonna hesitate and cross. So he does that series. Then he switches again. I think next he has like spin moves or layups. What is he doing next? Oh, this is the Euro steps right here. So now he's doing Euro steps. If we fast forward a lot, now he gets a pass from someone, and now he's doing the flare cuts. Again, you're just showing off your shot or lack thereof. Now he does his post drills. All right. So his hands were down, right? So coach is going to see he can't really post up. That wasn't very, very powerful, right? But again, you're trying to perfect this stuff. Could even be a better pass. All right. Let's check out his jump shots. This is catch and shoot. Oh, no, this is off the dribble shots. See the next one. Then he does the ladder in 3 different ways. trying to show how fast he is. And again, you want to film all this. Right now he's walking, so he's tired. But you want to show how in shape you are as well. And again, he did all the this is floaters in the end. He can't shoot a floater. But again, it definitely exposes everything about you. And how can you throw up doing that? Oh, no, it's very, very hard if you go hard. If you go slow like Blake Bastani always goes, then you won't throw up. But if you go your fastest, yeah, you might throw up. All right, so if you guys want to do this, you can definitely film it and try to go your fastest and show off. For the end, you shoot a 3, deep 3, and I think elbow shot 3, and then deep 3 to finish. So we can see what you guys have. You can have your parents time you. You can have people pass you. You can do it with a friend, but it's the 10-minute drill. If you're an 11th grader, you should be already doing it. So that's our stuff for the day. That's everything for the day. And that's my time, basically, okay? Shots fired. Hey, I call like I see it. Make sure you guys work your butts off, okay? And I'm still watching you. I'm still waiting for Blake's workouts, man. When you gonna post them, dude? All right. Blake walked into that one. He slowly walked into that one. That's awesome. All right. Hey, I'll see you guys later. Congrats on the win today, Connor Rush. All right. Peace, you guys.